Good morning. This morning I got up and decided I was going to look at how I was doing video. Um, Let me stop this for just a minute. I currently have a YouTube channel, and on my YouTube channel, I often upload videos. Over here on the right, you can upload your videos, and then take the videos. You have developed your videos embed tag right here. I take that in video embed tag and I copy and paste it into my web page, and that way I can add video to my HTML pages, and it's kind of a nice feature. The thing about using video on a web page is if you don't use Adobe Dreamweaver, if you don't use YouTube's embed tag and you want to play it natively, you have to make multiple different file types. You have to make an MP4 file type, you have to make a WebM file type, you have to make an OGG file type. And the reason why is each of those file types have different codecs. And Apple plays one file type, Samsung plays another file type, Windows plays one file type, iOS plays another file type. So you have to have that in order for everybody, or the most large part people, to be able to view your video. And if you don't use YouTube's embed tag, then you're having to create multiple file types. See, this is Stephanie Ruiz, and she did a 4-video series on how you can do it natively using the video tag. But you can see clearly she took one file source and she made it an MP4, she made it a WebM, and she made it an OGG, and then she goes in and does something else differently to address Internet Explorer issues. This video is very old, but further down she talks about a widget that you can put in using Adobe Dreamweaver, but the widget function does not work anymore from the best I can tell. I don't think it's any longer supported, and so she goes into the maker of the widget, which was Kaltura, and it's spelled Kaltoura, or no, it's Kalltura. And Brian Wood did a video on them as well. It looked like it would be an easy solution, but my problem was I can't get it through the widget browser into Dreamweaver anymore. So I went out to the Adobe Exchange, and I got there, I think, from just Googling Adobe Exchange, and there are several options there for you to yeah, that's what I did. I did it at Adobe Exchange. There's several options there for you to look, to add widgets to your thing, but it's not like it used to be. It's not like you can just click on that icon in your Dreamweaver software. Over here I did Dreamweaver. I did find the HTML video player, but it's 5 video player, but it's like $79. And so there's some free software, but I didn't see an HTML5 video player for that. I might be overlooking it, but I didn't see it. So there's a search box. Let's put in Kaltura and see if that comes up with, or let's just put in video. Let's see, I see that one, and that's like $79. So who wants to pay that? So you can use the embed tag with YouTube, and it'll play, your video will play on multiple different formats. But the problem is every time somebody comes onto your website, onto your page, and plays that video, YouTube gets the SEO credit, not you. And I really, put a lot of work into my videos, and so I kind of want to be able to get credit for my work. But for right now, I just can't figure out a way to do it. She does. If I can figure out how to make a WebM file type and an OGG file type, I guess I could take my video and embed it in different and make it different file types. But it's a lot of work to do that, and you know, embedding takes some time. It's not a quick process. It takes, you know, 5 minutes at least for each file type. So you know, you multiply that by three or four different file types, you've got 20 minutes invested in just creating the different file types, and then you're still having to code all that stuff, so it's a lot. So, anyways, there's a lot to be said about YouTube. You know, you do get exposure with YouTube. YouTube is one of the largest search engines there are, so if you put your video on YouTube, chances are people are going to see your content. And you can market it back to your website. I mean, you can put links down there to direct people back to your websites, but I just, you know, I'm not saying I'm against YouTube. I'm just exploring other things, and I like YouTube. I just was exploring other avenues of doing it, and for right now, that's YouTube is the best solution I can come up with because you've got one tag that you're just simply embedding into your tag. So the other thing I did was I played around with this and to see what file type that was, and I took that and copied it into, just took the link and copied it into a browser and then looked at the code by doing Control U. But it didn't give me a file type. It looked like it was a bunch of JavaScript, so I don't know. I don't have an answer, but I'm just making a video so I have notes of what I found out.